everybody, this is Sarah. Today I'm at Tyler State Park up here in Bucks County again, and I'm going to show you around. Right, so this trail, it can also be used as equestrian trail, so you really want to be careful when you're hiking here to keep your shoes clean. I've got hiking boots, I really don't care, but I'm going to try not to step in it if I can avoid it. It's been a number of years since I've been to Tyler State Park. I believe last time I was here, I went to more like a creek crossing area with like a pedestrian bridge across the creek. So today I'm at the covered bridge section of the parks. Tyler State Park is located in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. It's about 33 miles from Center City, Philadelphia. The park consists of 1,711 acres, and the Neshaminy Creek runs through this park. It's February in Pennsylvania, so a lot of people call this like stick season. Everything's brown. There's just not a lot of color out on the trail, but hey, it is what it is. We've got a little bit of sunshine today. So from a hiking perspective, you've got 25 miles of trails here, and there's also equestrian trails if you want to bring your horse. If that's something you own, I think that sounds really cool. I don't own a horse, but I actually did see some people horseback riding while I was hiking. So this is the Schofield Covered Bridge at Tyler State Park in Newtown, Pennsylvania. It's got some little signage here about it. So this is interesting. Charles Dickens describes what it's like to cross a covered bridge. We cross this river by a wooden bridge roofed and covered in on all sides, nearly a mile in length. It was profoundly dark, perplexed with great beams crossing and recrossing it at every angle. Through the broad chinks and crevices in the floor, the rapid river gleamed far below like a legion of eyes. So these are pretty neat and unique to our area. I know they've got them in different states, but we certainly have a lot of covered bridges here in Pennsylvania. This is also funny. They were once known as kissing bridges because young couples used the shaded passageways to steal a kiss. So if you're interested in covered bridges, Bucks County is definitely your spot for covered bridges. So we're here, but you've got all these that you could explore. So up until 1873, if you wanted to get to Newtown to Northampton Township, you had to ford the Neshaminy Creek, braving the ice flows and changing water levels. So residents petitioned to build a bridge, and the covered bridge was built in 1873 and stood for the next 118 years. So many of these covered bridges have a tragic story, and this one does too. So in 1991, the fire destroyed it. Community members rallied to build it. Over 800 volunteers built the bridge in less than 3 weeks, and it reopened in 1997. So I'm really glad they were able to rebuild that. That's such a shame about the fire destroying the original bridge. So this is really cool, these diamond-shaped windows to look out. Look at that view. right, so I'm kind of going on a different trail here. I was on the other side on the Neshaminy Trail, but there were 2 women horseback riding, and I kind of wanted to yield to them. So I just waited till they passed, and now I'm gonna go in the other direction. So like, I'm not sure how familiar you are with hiking etiquette. If you hike a lot, it's probably common sense to you, you know this already. But if you're new to hiking, this might help you. And maybe we can talk about some of the things that we see people ignore when we're out hiking that is kind of like a pet peeve. So if you come across horses on the trail, you definitely want to yield to them and let them pass you, because you don't want to scare the horse. You want to just kind of step off to the side and freeze, or if you're coming up behind them, you want to make yourself known so you don't startle them. That's super important. Another thing is, if you are going down a hill and you've got a group of hikers coming up the hill, you should always yield and let the people coming up the hill go by. It's also really important when you're stepping off the trail to yield to a horse or to somebody else to step off, but also not damage like fragile plants and things like that. Another important thing is, you know, leave no trace, take your trash with you. Don't think that you can just collect rocks or things in the natural environment. Different parks have different rules, and you always want to be aware of that. Another common courtesy is yield if you're going slow and there's somebody behind you that looks like they want to pass. This is like something we have done for years when we hike with little kids, or when I'm filming. I take a break, let people get ahead of me. I don't want to disturb anybody when I'm talking to my camera or filming. So this is actually an interesting one that I've seen. Another little bit of hiking etiquette is, if you have to take a phone call on the trail, it's an emergency, take it, that's fine. But I've actually been behind people that are just having like full-blown, like super long conversations. And it's like, a lot of people come out here for solitude. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really think you should be on the phone the whole time. It's definitely disruptive. And then I've also been in situations where I've been at some bird watching spots where everybody's there, kind of keeps quiet, looking at birds, that type of thing. And there was someone playing music on their cell phone, loud, with no headphones. And it's like, you kind of have to know your environment, know where you're at, and know what's acceptable. So like, if you're at a bird watching destination, probably not a great place to blare your music on your cell phone. Probably want to use headphones, or you want to save that for a different type of park. So there's just a lot of different etiquette with hiking. I think the one that gets me the most is like the loud cell phone conversation or the music on the cell phone. I see that quite a bit. That frustrates me. And then also like people not picking up their trash. That's also another one that really gets me, especially the dog poop bags. Oh, don't get me started on that. So if you're a hiker, what is important etiquette? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you see people not following or not doing that you wish they would follow. I also want to say, like, most people don't have bad intentions. They're not trying to annoy you or to cause trouble. They just might not know the rules, or they might not realize how loud the music's echoing or how loud that cell phone conversation is. So I don't think people have bad intentions, but there's just little things when I hike that tend to get to me sometimes, and I'm sure they get to all of you. Ooh, look at that, a great blue heron. Showing off for the camera too. The dreaded content creator mistake where I started my GoPro at this hike today and it had no battery in it. So I had to get my spare battery out of my bag, but it only had about 50% charge. So yikes. I don't know where. I think I left my other batteries on the computer desk at home, so I'll have to do a better job next time. But for now, you can see how beautiful Tyler State Park is. You can see the covered bridge. I hope you want to come and visit this place, because Pennsylvania is amazing and we just have so many fantastic state parks, and they're all free to visit, which is a really great thing, because a lot of state parks in other states that I've been to, they charge admission, and even though it's small admission, free admission is always fantastic. So I'm heading back towards my car now. I'm going to show you a little bit of what this open field meadow area looks like. And then we're going to go down to the main section of Tyler State Park, because I want to show you how beautiful the creek is down there, and at like the boat mooring area. I've got to shoot that on my cell phone because my GoPro is out of battery, but it'll give you a sense of what the other sections of the park look like. So this is the main section of the park. As you can see, there's a lot of picnic facilities here. There's a number of parking spaces, and then we've got this pedestrian crossing of the Neshaminy Creek, which is really nice. So I've showed you everything I want to show you from Tyler State Park today. Let me know in the comments if you agree with some of what I said about hiking etiquette. Is there anything hiking etiquette wise that you see people not following or that really drives you crazy? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.